SJWs are offended by the NPC meme because they too have a set of predictable responses, actions, and behaviors. In fact, that's one of their defining characteristics. SJWs are extremely predictable. You can predict their responses to anything, you can predict their behaviors, you can predict their actions. Any drama involving SJWs will almost always have a predictable outcome.
Hello everybody, welcome to Red Fox Comms. I'm your host, AugieRFC, and today we're going to be talking about the YouTube shutdown. Now, on October 16th, that evening, I was on GamerGLee's channel and we were playing Call of Duty. We were streaming it. Now, GamerGLee streams on both Twitch and YouTube, and while things were running perfectly fine on the Twitch end, the YouTube end wasn't so good. In fact, we found out that the website YouTube had actually shut down. This whole site was down, and this doesn't really happen normally, so it was kind of confusing. But later that night, when we were streaming on Twitch, one of GamerGLee's friends called in and explained that what happened to YouTube was that Google is deleting the Google Plus platform, and instead of deleting Google Plus, they accidentally deleted YouTube instead. Now, obviously, this isn't what happened. Actually, YouTube was testing out their brand new censorship programs. I'm going to show you this tweet right here. So this is from the Team YouTube Twitter. So this says, thank you for your reports about YouTube, YouTube TV, and YouTube Music access issues. We're working on resolving this, and we'll let you know once the issue is fixed. We apologize for any inconvenience this may cause, and we'll keep you updated. So it seems very simple, just a website shutdown, you know what I'm saying? Nothing new, nothing to get alarmed over. It happens, you know, it happens. But there might have been something a little more sinister going on here. So let's take a look at this tweet. Now, this is from my own Twitter. So I wrote here, so apparently there might be a reason for the YouTube's downtime last night, implementing a new auto censor bot in the live chat that can't be turned off. Shout out to Gator Gamer. So if you don't know, on the Ralph Retort, one of Ralph's co-hosts, Gator, was streaming, and he found out when he was streaming that people in the chat who were typing offensive things, because, you know, Ralph Retort's fans are pretty edgy, you know, they like to type a lot of, you know, N-word stuff, a lot of racist stuff, and, what Gator noticed on a stream was that, with the things that were being typed were being deleted almost instantly, and no mods were doing this. Gator wasn't doing this. These messages were just disappearing randomly. So we were all confused. We were like, well, what's going on? Why are these messages going? Well, apparently, it looks like YouTube implemented a new auto censor bot on their live streams that cannot be turned off. So let's take a look at this. The Gator Gamer is streaming and just discovered that YouTube now apparently auto censors a live chat. He has no censor setup whatsoever. Even if all settings pertaining to censorship are turned off, we're thinking last night's downtime was due to this. And then this guy, Zintax, shows a screenshot. He says, wow. So people typing in the chat that type offensive things, message deleted by the Google moderator team. No, wow, this is really the end. So people were typing offensive things in the chat just to test to see what could get through the bot, and apparently words like even Paki were censored, like in relation to people from Pakistan. Apparently that's offensive. So I find it more offensive that they're like saying like a whole race of people is like completely censored, just completely gone, and just complete. It makes no sense. It's like they're trying way too hard to be PC, and it looks ridiculous. But no, nevertheless, this is the kind of stuff that's going on. Now I included another screenshot of my tweet from Zidane, another co-host from Ralph Retort shows. Wow, was this what YouTube was implementing last night during the downtime? There's a new Google mod bot in the live chat, and it's censoring almost everything. So aside from the chat censoring stuff, I'm looking at my chat right now. Apparently nothing's get censored so far, but if you guys go ahead and type anything that is deemed too offensive, then YouTube might step in and delete your messages. I'm not going to encourage that, obviously, hint hint, but if you do type anything offensive, then it's probably going to get banned right now. So that sucks, right? But that's not all that they implemented in this downtime. What else they implemented is this right here. So this is coming from Tonkasaw on Twitter. This is the new YouTube's statement. All right. So let's see. This is from Tonkasaw. If YouTube deems your super chat to be offensive, it will be giving it to a charity instead of splitting it with the creator. The company has tightened the rules for which channels have access to monetization features and deployed machine learning technology to identify hate speech and comment features, the spokeswoman added. If a user caught sending abusive super chats, the revenue received will be donated to charity instead of being split between YouTube and the channel creator. So if you guys don't know, when you donate a YouTube super chat and your super chat is deemed too offensive, like if you put the N word in your super chat or something, or one of the list of banned words, instead of that money going to the creator, it goes to a charity instead. They don't mention the charity at all. They're just like, oh, it's gonna go to charity. Yeah, I find it highly unbelievable. You have to be the most gullible person on earth to think that it's going to charity. We all know what's going on. It's going right in their pockets. Instead of going to creators like me. Even if I don't encourage even if I don't encourage my audience to be respectful in the chat or to be disrespectful in the chat, that money that someone in the chat is being offensive, YouTube decides, you know what, you're not going to get any of that. It's going to go to charity. Don't worry, buddy. It's still going to a good cause. It's going to charity and everything. Even if it is going to charity, it's probably not going to a very good charity because a lot of charities are scams nowadays. So I'd much rather, take the money for myself than have it go to some random charity that I have no control over. But why is all this happening? What is the reasoning for all of this going on? Well, I believe personally it's because of the success of streams from Metokur and the Ralph Retort. As you guys know, the Ralph Retort, the Killstream, is one of the most trending YouTube streams right now. The #1 talk show on YouTube right now is the Ralph Retort. Now, hopefully it's going to be the Evening Ritual soon, but currently right now it's the Ralph Retort. He gets around 8,000 viewers every night. That's going to catch some attention from the YouTube staff, and the YouTube staff obviously is very left-leaning. So they see a very right-leaning platform, some might even say alt-right, YouTube streaming platform. YouTube's not going to be happy with that, and they're going to want to take out that as soon as possible. So it is my belief that they are doing these measures to hurt streamers because of shows from Ralph Retort and Metokur. When Metokur streams, he gets 20k viewers. He gets more than the H3 podcast. A 2 million sub podcast versus a 200k sub YouTube channel. Metokur does the numbers. And when Metokur streams, it's not very left-leaning at all. Just if you haven't seen a Metokur show, I can confirm it's not what YouTube's looking for. So I believe it's because of the success of these right-leaning shows that YouTube is implementing these things, really roadblocks for streamers, because they don't want certain streamers making money spreading right-leaning, or what some might even argue alt-right beliefs. And in my opinion, that's completely outrageous. I obviously wouldn't consider myself alt-right, but I am right-leaning, I would say. Not that I give too much, not that I care too much about politics in the first place, but if I were to pick a side, I'd probably be more right-leaning. But even like left-leaning people, I think those people should have a platform. I think right-leaning people should have a platform. But YouTube, as we know, we're not here to broadcast yourself. We're here to broadcast what YouTube wants you to broadcast. They have a clear stake in this race, and they are showing it full well. And I think that's absolutely ridiculous. But it's what we have to deal with. So I think because of the success of these shows, YouTube is really just completely just screwing over creators. It'd be one thing if this was just affecting Ralph, but it's affecting everyone. It's affecting me. So I find that completely, insane that just YouTube's just going to these ridiculous measures. Now, I do think people are going to get smart and work around these issues. Like, you can type, there's so many ways you can type the N-word, in a text chat. I think people are going to find new ways to overcome these, or we can just stop using super chats altogether. We can stop using super chats and just use Streamlabs or something. There's plenty of ways we can get around this. It's just ridiculous that YouTube is putting these random, blocking, this random, roadblocks just for no reason, just to try to stop streamers. But nevertheless, if you enjoyed the video, watching the VOD, guys, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, check me out on Twitter. My name is AugieRFC, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, guys.